Look, I'm back at it with a nasty vengeance. I wouldn't give me your number, baby girl. I got some bad intentions.
But we got Juq'o Vibe in the building right now. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right. I found the building. I got lost a couple times.
You know, I mean, the address they give you is the building. They don't tell you, go down the hallway, make a right.
Right.
They didn't give you a door number, did
they? Didn't. They didn't. I had to ask like 4 people, and they looked at me like I was a foreigner. I was like, never mind. I figured it out.
Sometimes people will do you like that. You know that, right?
Sure
they throw a mad shade. They're like, oh my God, they're following me. No, I'm not following you, homie.
That happened too. When I was on the phone with you, you would show me how to get. I turned around, following your directions, and this white lady's like start speed walking, but it's all good. I'm a good person. We're not all bad.
Wait, you start?
Yeah.
You start speed walking from us?
No, she started speed walking.
Oh. Well,
I just prayed for her on the way here, so we good.
That's. we gonna keep it moving.
What up, UTA?
But anyway, how you doing? What's going on with this lame movement? Tell me about this lame life movement. I've been seeing this on Instagram, Twitter. I seen you at the Alpha thing. You were doing your thing, it's spitting and rhyming. I was like, tell me about this lame life.
Yeah, no doubt. Lame life is the movement. Lame is an acronym. Living according to my expectations. So it's pretty much encouraging people to be individuals and to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? We got too many followers in the world. We got too many people doing what the next person is doing. So I'm saying live according to your expectations, not the expectations of others. It's a lame life.
See, that's what I'm talking about, because, I want to represent that L.
Yeah.
I want to throw my L's up. I mean, that's what it is. We live in a day and time where, you look at TV and you watch and that's what you want to portray. So I'm happy somebody's actually standing up and saying, listen, be yourself, be unique, do you.
Right.
Okay, and whatever the haters say, just bump it. Because they ain't doing nothing but, making them your stepping stool. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How did this lame life movement start? Did it, you didn't get bullied as a kid.
No.
I'm playing.
I mean, that's a good question, though. You like, oh, you came up with lame life because you was a loser growing up.
You
wanted to make it cool.
Yeah,
but no, actually, growing up, I was actually considered, quote unquote, in the in crowd.
Oh, so you weren't the one, wearing the pro wings with
I wasn't a pro. I had the Air Force Ones.
Okay.
I was in the in crowd. I was considered popular. I did sports, but I realized that a lot of people mess with me because I was me, and because I was an individual. Like I grew up. A lot of my friends were smoking and drinking, but I was never smoking or drinking. And they were like, "Oh, that's him. And he don't do that." But it was never like, "Oh, you lame, you a loser." So I realized you really staying more true to yourself, and that's the key to really happiness. And being an individual, you ultimately find happiness within, because you being yourself. You don't have to put on the front. You don't have to try to impress nobody. So that's the lame life. It's a lifestyle. That's why it's a life. You know what I'm saying? It's a movement. Lame life. We live in this every day.
I like that. I can dig it. So speaking of music, what do you have going on now? Because I seen your videos. I said, look at you. You done came up from the last time I seen you.
I've been working.
I was like,
man.
What is?
I've been in Dallas probably like a year now. August would be a year.
You've been in Dallas a year, and you have did all of this. You have made music, made connections, did all of this within a year.
Oh yeah.
Your hustle is real, homie.
It is. I try. I be tired though. I be trying. Doing shows and all of that, but yeah, right now I'm working on my next project. I don't want to get a name out, but it's gonna be done early next year.
Oh.
So I'm working with some producers who are actually from Dallas. B Barber. Mousequake. I produced myself my project Silent Lyrics. That's some of the tracks I was performing when I was here. That was a way. Although you came again to the Alpha event they had like last semester, right?
Yeah,
they had all the ladies.
Well,
shout out to the UTA.
See, ain't that some? I tell you,
Alphas, y'all doing your thing. I had them in there looking out beautiful.
See,
how you doing?
Just a distraction. It was a distraction.
No, that was a great event. I like what they did, and it was really empowering for the women.
So what event are you coming back to UTA? You have any events you're doing at UTA?
As of now, I don't have anything lined up. But I'm definitely keeping in contact with the Alphas that reached out to me from the jump. So hopefully I can do some more stuff with them. And I was there for I think I met you when the Farnsworth Bentley was there.
Yeah,
I was there. That was the Black Empowerment event. So I'm definitely willing. I definitely want to do that. They showed me a lot of love since day one. So
what have been some of your inspirations? Like, behind the music, is it personal? Is it, you know, different people like Tupac, Biggie, Lupe, or is it just, you know, you being you, like, hey, listen, whatever?
I think it's more of me just, if I said I wasn't influenced by some type of artist, I'd be lying. Like, I listen to a lot of Andre 3000. I grew up on the old Kanye West, like College Dropout, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm my flow and my mindset is influenced by them. But my music in general, it's just kind of maturing and growing up and just kind of viewing the world differently. Because when I started rapping, I was, you know what I'm saying, money, cars,
Look,
clothes.
you were gang banging, blank, blank. No.
I wasn't, no.
You sure, you know,
I wasn't about that life. I can't even rap that. But I tell you what I was doing.
What?
I was partying every track.
Oh.
And I had the cars, I had the money. I ain't have it in real life, but I was trying to fake it till I make it.
You know.
But you know, that's how I go.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. It shouldn't go like that, but that's what I was doing. But when I got older, I started to realize, like, it's a lot of youth that fall into that trap of thinking that they have to do that type of stuff or live that type of way in order to get respect or get shine. So I said, how can I, people are looking up to me through my music, how can I flip my music and become an actual role model and somebody positive for people younger than me and people my age to look up to?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how Lame Life and Juq'o Vibe got started.
I like that. Now, with all the rap going on, and you have Drake, you have Rick Ross, you have Kendrick Lamar, what makes Juq'o different, and what makes you stand out? You know, because sometimes people be like, you know, it's my flow, it's my style, but at the end of the day, sometimes their stuff still sounds like the other artists.
Right.
What makes your music stand out from everybody else?
I think what makes me stand out is the fact that Juq'o Vibe is about lame life. Like, lame life is my focus. Music is my platform to really get this movement and get this message out.
Yeah.
Like, my whole goal, I would love to do lame life seminars nationwide, going out and doing different workshops with families and kids and teaching economics, all type of stuff, and giving them good concerts and good music and all of that. So Juq'o Vibe, the artist, is not the main focus, where you got a lot of artists, they just they want their 15 minutes of fame. They want to blow up. They want that check. And like, I'm actually on a mission. Like, I've consulted with God what my purpose is, and now I'm going forward.
Oh, so, I like that. I like that. What events do you have coming up?
Events, actually, I'm going to be performing tonight at the Profit Bar. Yeah, at the Profit Bar. They have a open mic every Wednesday.
Oh, gotcha.
Open mic every Wednesday, and it's with a live band. It's actually one of the first places I performed at when I moved to Dallas. So I'm going to go back there. Shout out to RC and the Grits, man. They actually, Erykah Badu's band when she's in Dallas. So get to perform with them. It's pretty dope, man. Great crowd, great atmosphere. And then October 4th, I'll be performing at this event. Still haven't got all the details, but it's, I don't even want to say the wrong name.
Okay, never mind.
Just check my IG.
People say, you know what I'm saying, just call me. I just call me. I don't know. I don't remember their name. Now, you say you're different, and rap is, your focus is not rap. It's about that lame life.
Yes.
Okay. Can you spit some bars about that lame life?
Oh, she going to put me on the spot. Spit some bars about lame life.
You know, because if I try to spit, it wouldn't go.
Oh, you next, right after me. And you got a topic too.
You know,
check it.
Oh no, it's going straight plastic. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't even touching the ground. It just the air just.
Check it. My mind's twisted. My mind's boggled. No model chicks or nice whips, just my pride to swallow. Yes, people out there that believe in me, but Jay-Z sold drugs. Should I hit the streets or put a change to things and maybe change the game? Said my name Juq'o. They said change your name. But too much change and you'll lose yourself. Hey God, what's my purpose? I could use some help. Cause they keep telling me to follow the cool. Got a mind of my own. I don't do what they do. It's like a wise man trying to follow the fool. So much knowledge inside of me, you think I swallowed the school. Juq'o Vibe following who? I look up in the mirror like, yo, I'm following you. So look up in the mirror and reflect on the night. And if you feel how I feel, then rep that lame life. Lame life is the movement, man. Juq'o Vibe, by the way.
I need a shirt. Yeah. So we're gonna skip mine. You know, Mary had a little lamb. Feet, boom, bam. You can't hold me. You know, I would have rolled some. I just thought about Sister Act. You remember that part in Sister Act? But when Mary had, I just thought about that.
I can tell I can feel the energy though. It was there. Like you got flavor.
You know, I got. You know, maybe if I had a chain or something, I would think I was.
Yeah.
No, it ain't gonna. It ain't gonna.
Add a little confidence.
What do you want people to know about Juq'o Vibe?
I want people to know that I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
What are you doing here?
I mean, as an artist, it's all about expanding your following. So,
And you decided to come to Texas?
Texas. Hey.
You know what? I'm surprised you didn't go to H-Time, going down. You know, people.
Yeah.
I mean, you
the
know
thing
how.
is, I'm traveling. I'm doing shows all over the place. Like I lived in Montgomery, Alabama.
Ooh, boy, you were down south.
Yeah, I was down south. So you know what I'm saying.
I mean, we happy you came. Well.
But I was there and I was pushing the movement, and they showed me so much love and really almost gave me my confidence to go to different places, because I'm from Milwaukee, going to a whole nother city in the state, and they showed me mad love. So I started going to Atlanta doing shows, and now I'm in Dallas. I opened up for J. Cole in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? That was like 2010 before he was signed with Rock Nation, but he wasn't J. Cole.
But you know, it's still you got to vibe with him, you got to meet him. You know.
Exactly.
Who are some of your influences in the music game right now? Do you focus, you know, I find certain people who say, you know, in certain careers that they do, they don't listen to other people or they don't watch other people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of those people? Because, you know, sometimes when you look at other people, you want to imitate what they do, you want to incorporate that. Do you want to stay unique, or do you just blend it all together?
I think you gotta, to certain extent, you gotta take little pieces from everybody. But as far as musical artists, I really don't look at any in that way. I look at more people from like a business standpoint.
Oh.
Like Rico Love, he's from Milwaukee, but the way he does his business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I look at that and I take different points. Tech Nine is the #1 independent artist.
Oh my God, Tech Nine is amazing.
Yeah, I'm guessing the United States. He's #1 and he's doing everything on his own. So I'm like, how can I do that without signing a major deal? As far as a musically influenced, I'm still bumping my Andre 3000.
You know
my
what?
Tupac, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Out of all the people that I know who say that who their influences are, Andre 3000 is not on that list. They'll say like Biggie, Tupac, Kendrick. I'm like, y'all sleeping on Andre.
You are. I mean Andre 3000, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, these people, like, they made me realize that music is an art.
Yeah.
It ain't just about your bars, how hard you can go.
Right.
It's about making an art form.
Right.
And making people feel the experience that you are going through at that time. So that's kind of how I try to convey my music now as an artist.
I have a question.
What's up?
You know, people get, you know, they get a little shine, you know, and they on the come up.
Yeah.
Would you ever sell yourself out for the dollar, or will you continue to be about that lame life? Because you know how you like, oh, I'm about that lame life, I'm about this and this. Then when you get to a certain point, or you get deals and you get offers and you like, hey, that lame life, you know, throw that L up, and then it kind of sort of fade away. Would you, you know, throw away that L, or would you just continue to make the music and grind?
I think it's...
Or is it, you know, because if they offer you like, you know...
Well, the truth of the matter, you need money.
That's
you
true.
need money.
Like Lupe. Like, you remember when Lupe came out, he was going hard, and all of a sudden he started getting a little weird.
Well, but you know what, Lupe, I know what you're talking about.
He's still talking about,
he had a couple.
Had some aliens, you know, I'm like, come.
But you know what, though? I don't think that had to do with the money he got. I think he just had a little weirdness inside. And it wasn't really weird. He was just kind of testing the water, stepping outside the box. Kind of like when Kanye West did the 808 and Heartbreaks.
What? No, you can't disrespect that.
That's jamming.
That was high.
I was rocking with that, but people said it was weird.
Yeah, that is
People
true.
said it was weird, but really it was just him trying something new. As an artist, you got to grow.
Yeah, and plus he used auto-tune to express his pain at that time. Because, of course, you know, his mother passed, so he was like, let me, you know, do what Future do.
Yeah, well, Future did it after him.
Well, yeah, you're right.
And Future...
We'll leave that alone.
No, I rock with T-Peasy. T-Pain had some hits. You know,
T-Pain had some hits, but I want to hear him with no auto-tune on the album.
On his first album, he got one song. Leave my boy alone, man.
I'm just saying, Juq'o. I'm just saying.
I feel.
I'm just saying. So what events, what are you doing? Like, are you going out in the community to let the people know about Lame, or how are you spreading Lame Life, and what do you want people to exactly know about that, and how can they get involved with Lame Life? You know, like I have nephews, I have cousins. You know, maybe they're going through something. You know, how can they get in contact with Juq'o in this Lame Life?
I mean, the best way to get in contact with me is through social media.
Right.
You can kind of see what type of events that I'm doing. On Instagram, I'm Juq'o Vibe, JUQOVIBE. That's JUQOVIBE. Facebook is Juq'o Vibe. And the way I'm getting it out is through these shows, through my music.
Yeah.
Last year, I did a show at a middle school.
Yeah.
They had like a poetry day where all the parents and stuff came after hours, and I performed a spoken word piece, and I talked about Lame Life.
Yeah.
So that I'm doing it through music. And like a teacher, her gift is to stand up in front of a room and teach.
Right.
As an MC, I do that same teaching just over a beat. So that's my best way. But I don't get it twisted though. I be out in Oak Cliff in front of a beauty store selling CDs because that's my hustle. Like I don't have a day job. Like this is full time for me.
Right. Oh.
And it's a full time.
Oh,
So I'm doing pretty good.
Oh. Okay. Well, you know, Juq'o, if you need some knowledge.
Hey, for real. Hey, I had you to the roster.
You know,
Your Mary Had a Little Lamb flow.
I'm getting there. I'm gonna get in that studio and spit. I'm telling you, I got a little something. I'll give it to you next time I see you.
No doubt.
Put it on I'll put it on Instagram.
No doubt.
What new music you got? What you got out now?
Right now, my latest track that I released was a video for. I know everybody heard about the Ferguson event with Mike Brown.
Right.
So I just dropped a video for that. Just kind of putting my feelings on the track and how I felt about it, and then just talking about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, as people, we kind of get mad for like a couple weeks when something bad happens, and everybody was a revolutionary on Facebook, pound Mike Brown, and then, you know, the VMAs came. Football season started.
There was a reason.
The Ice Bucket Challenge took over, and nobody's really talking about it, but it's still a problem. So I'm like, I kind of said how I felt. You can find that on YouTube. Just search Juq'o Vibe, No Justice, No Peace, and just beware. I'm saying how I feel.
No justice, no peace.
Yep.
Oh my God, you're not giving me like, you know, racist realness on the track, are you?
Just push play.
With no comment.
Just push play. Just push play. That's what I'm gonna say.
You know, Juq'o, I'm happy you came by. I'm happy you stopped by.
Yeah.
To come by. You know, well, before you leave, I'm gonna hit you with this. I heard this. What is it? Something light.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I like that vibe. You spit a little something. You spit that for me real fast.
Some light.
Some light. You don't like that beat was sick. I like how you sampled that beat.
I'm about to say, you know what beat that is?
Yeah.
That's Brandy. Shout out to Brandy. She had them hits in the 90s.
I was like, look at. All right, man. You doing your thing,
So,
homie.
you know what's crazy with Some Light? That was like a verse where like, okay, I need to put out a video today. So I kind of just was like,
that video. I like the video. I like the graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
I like. As a matter of fact, screw it. Let me just play it. Let me just play it so they can hear it. Let me just.
run that.
This is hot.
They've been waiting for me. Oh, what I'm doing. Yo, Juq'o Vibe, what the hell you got brewing? Working on 2 singles if you talking about music. One for the club, the other one straight grooving. And y'all already know Lame Life still the movement. Check my IG, you can see that I'm moving. It's sad without pics, people thinking that you're losing. But I don't need your validation, these rappers is aggravating. And songs of exploitations are frequent like applications. And my ish is rare like a callback. They telling me to fall back, but I don't recall that. Ever being an option, the summary or synopsis of my life says success, but I'm sure that was obvious. Like I said, man, this is just the life flow. This is me thinking out loud and someone turned the mic on and walked in the studio and said, yo, that's a nice song. You should make a video. And I said, okay. Juq'o Vibe, by the way.
Juq'o. Oh, you got that brain to be with them. All right, you better work.
I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up on 90s music.
You know what?
You know.
You know I am.
Shout out to the 80s babies. All day. We in this piece.
Yes, you know, I barely made it. Let me quit. You know, I was.
For real? What year?
87. You know,
I
got in there. You know, sometimes the 80s are like, girl, bye. I'm like, it was like you was watching Rugrats. Pause. I was not.
Hey, Rugrats were jumping though.
Yeah, but well, it's better than what they got now. Dora the Explorer and
Find
Diego. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's what it is. I mean, listen. Now you know you're working on this album. Are we gonna get a mixtape in between this? I mean, you got some stuff you can.
Well, what I'm dropping next is my EP. It's gonna be 7 tracks. So that's kind of like the in between.
Okay,
In
I
between,
can dig
then
it.
the album is coming after that.
Can you tell me when the EP will drop?
I can't.
The name?
I can tell the people to follow me so they can.
You are an artist.
I have a couple names and I have a couple. I have a date in mind.
Okay, well,
but
when will a single drop?
Oh, I'm dropping a video this month.
See, you could have told us that you're trying to
Yeah,
let us a little something. Is it gonna be unexpected? And then I check your Instagram. And it's like, oh, really?
Well, it was gonna be unexpected, but now you just put.
I'm sorry. No, he said he gonna drop it October 31st. I'm lying. No, I'm sorry. September 26th. I tried it. Juq'o.
Yeah.
I enjoyed you. Thank you for coming by Chemicals
Appreciate
Reaction.
you.
Before you leave, you gotta let them know what you're listening to. You listening to It's Just a Chemicals Reaction. You gotta let them know.
Yo, what am I letting them know?
You let them know. They tuned in. It's just.
We tuned in. It's just a chemical reaction.
Did he? So you sing too? You gonna give me that Drake bars?
I just need my T-Pain and it's on and popping. See why you got to make that face. Leave my boy alone, man.
You know what? I take
Chemical
T-Pain.
Reaction. That's a little Michael Jackson right there, ain't it?
But you had a little Johnny Gill face. You know, Johnny Gill get that serious mom.
Okay, I take the Johnny Gill over Keith Sweat.
What?
Keith Sweat can't sing.
You gotta go. What? We gotta go.
Keith Sweat's got passion. He can't sing.
Juq'o Vibe is out of the building. I'm done with him. You can't do Keith like. You probably were made off Keith Sweat.
You probably right.
See, people don't want
right.
people don't want to respect the sweat. You gotta respect the sweat.
Hey, I feel you.
Juq'o, thank you for coming by.
Appreciate you.